Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Mad Mike. I'm back for MMA Monday. I'm going to quickly recap the fights from, or at least the main card from last week, as well as talk about the main fight for this week on the UFC Fight Night, and then touch on briefly the PFL that's coming on at the same time. There is some great matches even with the PFL since we don't typically cover that. However, Ngannou is fighting. Just gonna let you know. And hey, who isn't curious on what Ngannou can do? Um, I got this set up right here in front of you guys so that you can see Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me at MadMikeBmx. It is strictly just the BMX stuff, though. If you wanted to message me about the MMA stuff or you wanted to be featured on one of these videos, you can go through Twitter or X. Let me know, and we can schedule you on a MMA Friday to chat with me and Jason. That being said, let me go ahead and switch it over to the MMA. We've got some DraftKings pulled up. We're going to start right here. Uh, actually, I want to start with the UFC card since we're only doing the Pereira Hernandez fight. DraftKings has it as a coin flip. They do not know technically who's going to win this. Um, for the DraftKings bet, I did go ahead and put most of the winnings on Michael Pereira. I wanted the underdog. That way, if we win as much money as we can. And if we lose, no big deal. We still put a fresh 20 on the pay per view coming up the week after that. Um, this card isn't just boring or anything. I mean, even the co-main fight, we've got Rob Font. He's always thrilling to watch. But that being said, there's not many pressers for the fight night, so we will skip the Thursday recap, and we're just going to go into MMA Fridays with Jason and continue that until the pay-per-views, where I will do the press conferences, lock in the pay-per-view picks, but since we're just on a fight night, we're just going to do Pereira Hernandez. That being said, I also put a few dollars on the Francis Ngannou Ferreira fight. I went ahead and put a few dollars on Francis. Why not? He came over from the UFC where he was dominant. Let's see if we can stay dominant over there. He is a heavy favorite, so we won't be making any money really on that. It's just for more shits and giggles on that. That being said, the Cyborg match should be pretty thrilling, and they have Cyborg as the underdog. So that being said, I almost wanted to throw a few dollars on Cyborg, but it being so close on that fight, they also think that's going to be a coin flip. They're not sure. However, we've seen how nasty Chris Cyborg can be. So if I had to pick, I would lean towards Cyborg. But I will be tuning into these fights, even though I don't usually tune into many of the pay per views or the PFLs while they're doing them live. Usually just covering the UFC. No worries though. Like I said, I spent the rest of the money between Ngannou and the Pereira fight up there. Um, again, if we lose, we lose, and I'll just put some fresh 20 or fresh $40 on the UFC 308 card, and we'll do the five main fights again, like we've been doing. This is going to be just a short, sweet, simple one. Let me just, I forgot to recap the last week's fights. Tatsura versus Royval. I did go ahead and watch that fight, and I went back and watched it again. And man, that was a really close fight. And I had it called just like the refs called it. I had it round one Royval, round two Tatsura, round three Royval, round four Tatsura, going in even into the championship or the finals round, where Royval just had the better stand up game and then finally got some ground game going to cinch in that win. In my opinion, I didn't see it as a split decision like the refs, but I did get the correct decision. I did think Royval had that as I was watching it, that is. Because we do know that I split between them on the bets and then favored Tatsura being the new up and coming undefeated guy. Royval did serve him his first loss, which, was devastating for Tatsura. But like Royval said, the kid is really good. I do see him coming back full throttle and working his way back into a title contention. He was close to getting a title shot this one, but like Royval said, he's beat everybody in the top five. why not just give him the next title fight? I'm all about that. So we'll see who wins on the next title. Throw Royval in there. And then I say, let's give Tatsura two more fights. If he's dominant in both of those, then we'll give him the winner of the champion in Royval, whoever is the champion holder at that time. Let's give him to Tatsura. That being said, I do not see the Hernandez Pereira going the distance. Usually, when DraftKings has them so close together like that, that they're usually deciding or heavily favoring it going to a decision. I think Pereira has the experience to finish this. You just can't doubt an up and comer guy like Hernandez that has 12 fights under his belt. Just because he doesn't have as much experience in the ring doesn't mean he doesn't have the skills or he isn't hungry enough to get that win. I'm still going to go with the underdog. I want Michael Pereira. Who doesn't want to win more money when we're betting over here on DraftKings? So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to keep this one short and sweet. We will recap this and some more. We're going to throw some stats up for you guys on MMA Friday when I have Jason on. I have improved the video. We're not going to be using Microsoft Teams. I'll be able to split screen it. We'll be able to have a lot better conversation, and I should be able to pull up more stats for the fights during that interview. That being said, we do want to grow the channel. So if you guys can like and subscribe to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. We still need quite a few to get to 50 where we can do the live stream every Friday. However, I did have a good amount of feedback and some people who wanted to join the MMA Fridays. I don't know if we're going to bring in extra guests quite yet. I think it's just going to be me and Jason hosting that for the next few Fridays, and then maybe bring in a guest every once in a while. If you guys do enjoy these DraftKings picks, or you do enjoy the MMA Fridays, let me know in the comments as well. Let me know who you're picking. I know I don't cover the PFL very often, but do you guys have Ngannou winning? Do you have Cyborg winning? Tell me yes or no, and tell me why in the comments. Let's go ahead and argue about it if you want. I've got no problems with that. Um, Maybe take a screenshot of your DraftKings. Show me the money. Show me where you're putting your money where your mouth is. I mean, I'll do it right now. I'll show you my bets that I've got coming up. So I've got open bets. I put money on Herrera. Like I said, um, I guess I also put a few dollars on Hernandez. I put $2 on him anyway, but put most of the money right here. I put $5 down on Pereira, and then I put a few dollars down on Ngannou. I guess I had a few dollars left over from the winnings, and just threw some on Hernandez. All good. I'm not expecting Hernandez to really get that. If we get $1.50 out of those winnings, hey, some money's better than no money. But again, I'm going Pereira. I'm calling it a over 3 rounds, but we're not going to the decision. So it's going to end in either the late third round or we'll get it done early in the fourth. With Ngannou, I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to watch a little bit more of Ferreira's fights, but I think Ngannou gets it late round two, early round three with a knockout. The power that Ngannou has, they say it's like getting hit by a Honda Civic going about 60 miles an hour. Not many guys can take a punch like that to the face and keep going. Um, so yeah, these are the picks. Hey, if you want to argue about it, let's argue about it. Show me the money. Show me your DraftKings and let me know why you're voting on those or why you don't like my picks. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you soon on Friday when we bring Jason into the call. But hey, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you. See you soon.